Welcome to Maplewood Estates, a peaceful, picturesque neighborhood with perfectly trimmed lawns, identical mailboxes, and neighbors who smile too much to be real. From the outside, it looked like harmony, but inside their phones, chaos. Because in Maplewood Estates, the real battles weren't fought over fences or parking spots. They were fought on WhatsApp. One sunny morning, Linda Thompson, queen of order and self-appointed neighborhood watchdog, was sipping her almond latte when she saw it, a garbage bag, sitting right outside a bin on Elm Street. Her eyes widened. "Unbelievable," she muttered, zooming into the photo she'd just taken. "This is not civilized behavior." She opened the HOA WhatsApp group, dramatically titled Harmony in Community. Within seconds, her message was out. "Whoever left this trash outside the bin, please be responsible. This is not a jungle." Across town, Bob Harris, a sarcastic engineer who took nothing seriously, was scrolling through the group during a meeting. He read Linda's message and smirked. "Oh boy," he whispered, "here we go again." He typed back, "Maybe check your gardener first, Linda. Ours cleans every morning." The group exploded like a bomb. Notifications buzzed non-stop, angry emojis, voice notes, memes. Diane Wilson jumped in. "I told you all, this group brings nothing but negativity." Tom Cooper, the neighborhood's unofficial clown, sent a meme. "HOA equals House of Arguments face with tears of joy." And Linda, fuming, replied, "This is harassment, I'm leaving the group." Of course she didn't, no one ever actually leaves. At that moment, Henry Baker, the calm, silver-haired HOA president, was watching his phone light up like a Christmas tree. He sighed, "I became HOA president to fix streetlights, not people's egos." He typed politely, "Everyone, please remain respectful, no personal attacks." 3 seconds later, Linda replied, "So you're taking his side, Henry?" Henry rubbed his temples. "I should have joined a monastery." Over the next few days, things got worse. Every morning began with a storm of good morning messages, sunflowers, coffee mugs, and motivational quotes. By noon, someone complained about barking dogs. By evening, a debate started about whether cats should be on leashes. Bob posted a sarcastic video about how to train your pet to use email. Linda called him toxic. Someone sent a Gandhi quote. And before long, the group counter showed +99 unread messages. When neighbors saw each other in person, the air was thick with fake smiles. Linda muttered to her husband, "There goes the dog owner." Bob smirked back, "Ah, the bin inspector." Everyone pretended to get along, but WhatsApp had turned Maplewood into a digital war zone. Then came the night of the parking incident. At the monthly HOA meeting, Henry cleared his throat. "All right, everyone, first topic, new parking rules." Linda raised her hand immediately. "Yes, someone been parking in spot 23 again. It's unacceptable." Bob looked up from his phone. "That's actually my spot, Linda." The room went silent. "Oh, so it's you," she snapped. Bob shook his head. "No, my son parks there, except he's been out of town for 2 weeks." Gasps around the room. "Then who's parking there?" asked Diane. Everyone stared suspiciously at one another. Tom whispered, "Maybe it's the ghost of HOA bylaws." Henry sighed, "I'm adding that to the minutes." That night, something strange happened. A new message popped up in the group from an unknown number. "If you can't park properly, don't live here." People panicked. Diane asked, "Who is this?" Henry said, "This number isn't registered." Bob replied, "Ghost confirmed." Linda shrieked, "I told you this place is cursed." Theories started flying faster than emojis. Hackers, teenagers, maybe even the postman. By midnight, Linda was packing in her living room. "I think someone hacked the group," she told her husband. "Maybe it's Bob or Henry or that quiet guy Cooper, quiet people are always plotting something. Her husband chuckled. You've been watching too many detective shows. You'll see, she said dramatically. Tomorrow, I'm forming a truth committee. And she did. The next morning, she met Diane and another neighbor, Emily Miller, at the local cafe. I heard Bob runs his sprinklers all night, Emily whispered, wasting water. Diane nodded, and he calls us irresponsible. Linda smirked. Ladies, it's time we make our own WhatsApp group. She pulled out her phone and created Maplewood Truth Seekers. They added half the neighborhood, except Henry and Bob. When Bob noticed he'd been kicked out of Harmony in Community, he laughed. Oh, it's war then. He opened WhatsApp, grinning. New group, Maplewood, the real residents. Tagline, no drama, only facts. He added everyone who wasn't in Linda's group. And just like that, Maplewood split in two. Now there were two WhatsApp groups, both claiming to be the real community. In one, Linda's group shared conspiracy theories about the HOA. In the other, Bob's group made memes about Linda's bin patrol. People started forwarding messages between groups, accidentally. Screenshots leaked. Arguments doubled. Peace vanished. Henry Baker, stuck in the middle, could only sigh. Two groups, one neighborhood, infinite stupidity. By the weekend, even the kids knew about the rivalry. Are your parents in truth seekers or real residents? One asked at the playground. Both, the other replied. Mom says it's like watching a live soap opera. Finally, Henry called for an emergency HOA meeting. A big banner hung at the clubhouse. Emergency mediation, please behave. Everyone showed up, suspicious but curious. Henry began, exhausted. All right, neighbors, we need peace. One group, one rule, no insults, no pictures of trash, no drama. Linda raised her hand. What about people who waste water? Bob shot back. What about people who waste everyone's time? The room buzzed. Voices rose. Then suddenly, silence. Tom Cooper stood up. You know what? Maybe we should just talk face to face instead of typing 200 messages about one trash bag. Everyone froze. He was right. Diane smiled softly. We don't even say hello anymore. Henry nodded. Then let's start now. He stood. Hi, I'm Henry. I like peace. Linda chuckled. Hi, I'm Linda. I like clean streets and slightly less chaos. Bob grinned. Hi, I'm Bob. I like sarcasm and short meetings. Laughter filled the room. For the first time in weeks, it felt human again. Later that evening, the neighbors gathered in Maplewood Park. Kids played tag, dogs barked, and adults chatted over coffee. The tension had finally melted away. Linda smiled at Bob. You know, I kind of miss the drama. Bob laughed. Give it a week. Someone will forget to pick up after their dog. They laughed together as the sun dipped below the maple trees. That night, after weeks of silence, a message finally appeared in the group. Henry Baker, good evening, everyone. Just wanted to say, proud of us. Let's keep Maplewood peaceful. He added a smile emoji. Everyone reacted with hearts and thumbs up. 10 seconds later. Diane Wilson, by the way, whose cat pooped near the fountain. Notifications exploded again. The narrator's voice fades in, calm and amused. Narrator, VO. And just like that, peace ended again. Because in Maplewood Estates, the grass is always greener on someone else's lawn. And the arguments are always louder on WhatsApp.